Well, hello, this is Anna Milton from Raw Flair Business Solutions. I'm so glad that you've hit the play button and decided to listen to this. It's really going to add so much value to your business. It is all about a scalable growth model that allows you to go to six figures or multiple six figures and work part-time. So once you break it down, it is very easy to get there in a short period of time. And when I talk about a short period of time, most of my clients, we are working on a 12-month basis where we will get them and scale them up at a rapid growth rate so they can either then outsource and go back working part-time and invest more time into their family or their hobbies. Or some of them get a little bit addicted to the adrenaline of it all and like to go again into the next phase of their business. Either way, the first year and the strategy behind it is exactly the same. Now, I break it down into 5 pillars. So the first pillar is finding your niche or finding your flair in business. And this is all around getting those foundations set up correctly. So it's a little bit like building a high-rise building. Without that foundations, without the footings in place, without the reinforcement, without the right density of concrete, that is just not going to happen. You're going to get to the top, you're going to start to sway, and more often than not, it's going to come down with a fine force. And the repercussions from that are damaging to yourself, to your family. So I do really encourage that you put a huge amount of time in that foundation period and really hone in on what it is your niche is. So this is about what problems your niche is actually experiencing and coming up with a solution. So the solution is your product, okay? So going into more detail there, really your niche needs to be more narrow. So it needs to be 1 inch wide and 1 mile long. This allows you to become an absolute master and world class in your chosen field. If you don't do this, if your niche is too generic, it's too wide, you're not relating to people, you're not honing in and tapping in to your current market. And that comes down to Facebook ads, any form of marketing whatsoever. If you can't connect with someone on that specific level, you are just not going to generate those leads to come through. So the more specific you can be, the better. Forget the illusion that, if you make your niche too narrow, that you're not going to get the clients through. It's just not true, and it's been proven time and time and time again. So get really clear on what your niche needs to be. Now from there, it's all about your product, setting up a product that you can verbalize, you can tell, and you can sell. And it really needs to be tangible, where someone can get results from that product that you are going to offer. And that product must solve their problem. And there is no two ways about it, and this is an obvious one. You must deliver what you're going to promise. So it really is about designing a platform that works, but not only that works, that is marketable, okay? I know everybody says do what you love and the money will come, but sometimes it's just not true. Sometimes if you've got something you love and there's no desire, there's no demand, and you can't market it, keep it as a hobby. It's really that simple. So find something that there is a desire out there and there is a problem that someone is experiencing, and then you can use that as your product, set it up in a very clear and decisive structure so you can market and sell it and make a profit. Okay, so no profit, no business. It's that simple. So that's the first pillar. The second pillar to a successful business is leadership and mindset. Now, I often use Richard Branson here. How on earth does he run over 200 businesses? He has the same 24 hours in the day as what we have. Now, the greatest excuse I get for people not to take on more and think big, think bold, they're forever holding themselves back because they don't have time. Well, I've got news for you. There is a lot of time out there if you structure it properly, okay? And that, to me, is the greatest risk of all. Money comes and goes. Money you can make again. You can lose money and make it back again. But once you lose time, that's it. The more you can learn to expedite the growth of your business, the shorter the time it's going to be, and you're going to get ahead so much quicker than the average bear out there. Okay, so that is mindset, and majority of people are coached through mindset or through all the different challenges that they have in business. And every time you come up against another problem, there's another block, and your brain automatically goes into that fight and or flight response mode, and it actually is holding us back in business every day. Now, we don't mean to do it. It is the way that we are structured and geared up to run. Okay, we are based on fear, and there's 3 different types of fear: fear of not being loved, fear of not being good enough, and the fear of not belonging. So that's the tribe mentality. And you will find in every blockage that we have, those 3 fears will come in and really stop us from taking that next step and having a breakthrough and really smashing through those pain barriers and making stuff happen. Okay, so then it leads on to leadership, right? So when you're running a business, you kind of need to be the leader, and it's not only about being a leader within your team. It's about being a leader from day one. Every time you get onto that live video, you are a leader, a thought leader in your chosen field, whatever it may be. I know so many businesses out there that are selling products, but they're not just selling a pair of leggings or a sports brand or whatever. They're selling an idea. They're selling activewear. They're selling a health and cultural way of living and breathing. So it often is where we can get on and be a leader in that chosen field, even if we are just selling a product without the services. Be that brand that you want to be and seen as an overall feeling and vibe and culture and values that you get out there. Okay, so that was number 2. So we've done finding your niche or flair. We've got mindset and leadership, and then we go on to accountability. The only way your business is going to succeed is if you plan for it. And I mean really plan for it. And I know so many people say, yes, well, of course, but we don't do it. And we know we don't do it until someone holds us accountable. So we've got a 3-monthly plan, a monthly plan, and then weekly KPIs. And I set my KPIs every single week, and I make sure that I deliver those. And those KPIs are 100% revenue generated activities. Okay, everything else doesn't matter. I have a whole list of everything else that I need to get done on top of, but that is to make sure the cash flow keeps coming in. That is to make sure that the money that I make can be invested back into the business. I can start to outsource, and I can start to add even more value to my clients. So it is absolutely critical to plan and hold yourself accountable. And if you can't hold yourself accountable, get someone who can. A coach, one of your staff members, whatever it may be. Make sure that you're setting this pressure. I come from a construction background and as a project manager, and that's seriously the pressure of KPIs and deadlines and that sort of stuff. You just get used to working at that level and working within time frames and making shit happen, okay? So then the 4th step is implementing. So there's no point, we often hear about The Secret and positive thinking and this wonderful mindset and planning and goal setting and fluffy, but unless you implement, it's not going to work. So there's a very structured approach as to how you implement to get a business up and running and making money quickly. And that is getting leads in whilst you sleep through Facebook, through YouTube, through whatever platform you're using, getting a list and building that list up, and then actually being able to sell from there and structuring your tasks around revenue-based, revenue-generated tasks. So it's absolutely critical to actually put that structure, the infrastructure in place so you can actually get all this stuff done, automated, very simple, and doing things whilst you sleep. So once again, going back to the time factor, you are utilizing every second of the day, even whilst you are asleep and resting. So the very last one is refinement. Now, once you've gone through this rapid growth, it's very much based on a model of sales generated or sales based business as you grow, and then you start to cycle back, and it's you take a bit of a flip, and it's process driven. So then once you've got the cash flow in, once you've got started outsourcing, once you've got everything in place, the first year is the hardest. Then you get to come back, you get lessons learned, you get to refine, and you get to outsource a lot of these tasks. Now, you don't have to write all these procedures yourself. You hire someone, you teach them, use a little video cam, they go away, they type it up, and it all looks fabulous within your template that you've given them. So you really start to then outsource and back your time off. So there's a very structured way that we operate and my clients operate to get success on a daily basis. We are very clear about how we move forward and what we are doing. So look, I really wanted to share that with you. I know that some of it is common sense, but a lot of the time we're not doing the things that we know. The other stuff, the implementing, that is gold, that is the key, and you need to spend a lot of your time and money invested back into marketing strategies and getting your cash flow happening quickly. So within the first year of business, or if your business hasn't hit 6 figures yet, or multiple 6 figures, 80% of your time must be spent on sales and marketing. And if you don't know enough about it, get onto it fast. Otherwise it will take 3 to 5 years to get to your business to where I can get you, or a lot of other people can get you through these different strategies. There's so much training out there. Just go and do it. Invest that time and money into your business to really have that rapid growth, get cash flow in, and really give back to the community and to your family. And I know that you deserve this business. So just take the bull by the horns, run with it, and really have some fun and enjoy the highs and lows, because there's many of them. So yeah, take care for now.